The way that we approach things from the College of Education is from a diversity standpoint in terms of diversity theory, that we need to go into the community and we need to talk to them and they need to tell us what they need. And so what we really are hearing are, again, the significant challenges that are faced on a day-to-day basis of people who are not able to stay in their community because of economic challenges, because there aren't opportunities, and because simply they just can't live there anymore because they may feel that their families may not be getting the education they need or the help that they need to thrive as human beings. And so what we are hoping to do is provide resources so that we can listen to people who live in rural communities and help them to define what we can do to assist them and facilitate their development and their growth. The College of Education has a strong program with TechTeach, in which persons can rapidly complete their teaching certification while simultaneously completing their last year of work in completion of a bachelor's degree. So what that looks like is that folks who are in rural communities can stay in their community, and they can take their coursework by distance, and then they can also have a year of supervised teaching in that rural community. Typically, student teaching, they may get very few hours in a classroom. TechTeach puts people in the classroom for a year, and they basically go through all of their first year experiences under good, strong supervision, and they can therefore stay in the community, and the community is aware of what their skills are. And so the community also commits to the student to hire them for 3 years after their degree is complete. So it's a fast track, and it's a win-win for both groups. We want to make life easier in rural communities. We feel very strongly that the fabric of where we come from in West Texas is based upon rural communities and based upon the wonderful aspects that rural communities bring to the community itself, into Lubbock, into urban communities. We love the idea of the special connectedness that rural communities have. In order to maintain that connectedness, we need to help facilitate, at whatever level, the relationships that are already in the rural community so that they're not losing so many of their leaders and losing so many of the professionals that can strengthen those communities.
The College of Education is working very closely with rural communities to provide new teachers, training them in those environments, people that live in those communities, to make sure that they are invested in that community and that they intend to stay. We are researching what has to happen for those folks in order for them to be able to be successful in their home communities. The College of Education strives to engage in partner research that will enhance the opportunities for people in rural communities across Texas and America. We are identifying those attributes that help teacher educators to become not only proficient in their content, but also quality educators in the classroom who can meet the unique needs of children in rural areas. Our principal and certification preparation programs are researching the qualities that are necessary for people to understand leadership skills in a rural setting. Rural communities struggle with children with disabilities, not only to provide those children with quality educations, but also to provide for the opportunity for them to be successful in adulthood. How will those children receive post-secondary opportunities? Will they go on to have jobs that are meaningful? What types of opportunities are available to those children?
So this is about the mental right?
What's needed in the area of research for rural communities to thrive is very much centered around the idea of partnerships. No one should come into a rural community feeling like they know the answer to every question, but rather it is critical that we partner with our rural schools and our rural school boards to find out what's being done, what has been done in the past, and what has been successful, and where they have struggled. Without partnerships, we're not going to be able to solve the critical issues of rural education. But if we work together as a team, we can make sure that rural communities have the type of services that they need. And so rural communities must work together to figure out what can we do to raise that quality of life.